Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to give an update on my portfolio. Right now my portfolio is worth $80,937.88. Today I was down $2,422.15, and after hours I'm up $2,123.10. So it's sort of evened out. Now there actually have been some major changes to my portfolio today. I added some new positions. Let's go over my options first. I'm selling Amazon $190 covered calls expiring on April 19th. I'm selling Disney $130 covered calls expiring April 19th. And this is a new one. I'm selling Google $160 covered calls expiring April 19th. I'm selling PayPal $55 covered calls expiring April 19th. That's a new one also. And lastly, I'm selling Verizon $42 covered calls expiring April 19th. So as you can see, I have many more covered call positions compared to last time. I still don't have any covered calls on SoFi, but everything else, I do. For my stocks, I've got Amazon, Disney, Verizon, SoFi, and I have two new positions here, PayPal and Google. Now the thing is, with PayPal, it's not something I'm desperate to own long term and hold on to. Like I don't think I'm gonna roll it just to save it and keep the shares, because it's not what I did last time. I believe last time I had a PayPal position, I just let it expire and let them get called away. And I'm planning to do the same thing again. I chose a strike price of 55. Right now PayPal is at 58. So it's an in the money covered call. I didn't pick a strike price above 58. It's below. So assuming that PayPal stays $55 a share or above, the shares will get called away on April 19th, and then I'll just make a bit of money with the premium. Google, on the other hand, we'll see what happens. I might want to keep Google long term, so we'll see what happens on April 19th, and I'll see if I actually do want to roll them out just to keep my Google shares. We'll see. I did pick a strike price that's higher than where Google currently sits at. So I picked a strike price of $160. Right now Google is at $144. So I kind of win either way, whether Google reaches $160 or not. And that's pretty much it. SoFi, it's at $8.26. I was hoping for a green day today, so then I could feel confident doing covered calls on it. But since it went down 4.7% today, I just kind of held off on it. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, some new positions. And I believe someone did ask in the comments recently, how do I choose my stocks? How do I pick my stocks? Now, I think I'm gonna make a separate video to talk about that. It's on a case-by-case basis. I don't go into every position that I have the same way. And I do point this out during my portfolio updates. I say, oh, I don't mind if this gets called away, or I say, oh, I really want to hold on to these shares. So I don't approach every position the same way. It's on a case-by-case basis. But I'll make a separate video to talk about that. Anyways, that's it for my portfolio update. In other news, last video I talked about waiting a couple months to buy a new camera lens that I really wanted. Well, I couldn't wait any longer. I finally bought it off of eBay, and then it should be arriving in about a week. So I just couldn't hold it off any longer. But you know what? I said I would get it in a couple months anyways. What I did was I actually used PayPal credit, and as long as I pay off the total amount in 6 months, I pay no interest. So it's sort of getting it in a couple months anyways. Well, getting it early but not having to pay the full amount until many months later. So it kind of works out. Yeah, I couldn't wait any longer. I weighed the costs and benefits of waiting versus not waiting, and I'm like, you know what? If I can get a 0 interest PayPal loan, as long as I pay it 6 months or less in full, it works out to be pretty much the same anyways, except I get the item that I want sooner. So I just did my my PayPal credit to buy the item that I wanted on eBay, and I've used it plenty of times before. I've done PayPal credit many times already, and I've always paid it at 6 months or less so that I could avoid paying any interest. So it's essentially a 0 interest loan. Anyways, I'm happy. I'm finally gonna get this lens that I've been really looking at. It came out about 2 years ago. However, I don't want to pay full price for it. I usually buy all of my equipment used. My camera, my lenses, I buy everything used. So I waited 2 years, and now I can finally buy it at its used price, which is, honestly, it's close to half of the price it was when it was first new. So the fact that I'm kind of getting it for around half of what it's worth new, and with the lenses, as long as they're in good condition, it practically makes no difference whether they're used or new. Like every used piece of equipment I've ever gotten in terms of like a camera and lenses, as long as they're still in good condition, they work perfectly. So I don't mind getting used equipment, especially when I'm getting it at half the price that it used to be when it was brand new. Anyways, I know I could have taken that money and put it into my portfolio instead, but I really wanted this lens. I ended up paying $1,200 for it, spread over, the next 6 months, but still, it's gonna be money well spent. I'm gonna make sure that I actually use it and make good use out of it and get my money's worth. Anyways, yeah, that's it for my updates. A lot of big changes, and I don't have any buying power left. All I have is $588, which for my portfolio, that's historically a very low amount of buying power. I usually have at least a couple thousand, but yeah, I've pretty much spent all of it. Now, like I said, some of these positions I'm not desperate to hold on to. Like, if PayPal gets called away, I'm not worried about that. I'm not desperate to keep PayPal, especially when I have SoFi, so much of SoFi in the same portfolio. There's some redundancy there because they're both fintech companies. Yeah. Verizon also, it's not the end of the world if Verizon goes up to $42 a share. That's fine with me. I'm okay with letting Verizon go as well. But yeah, definitely want to hold on to SoFi. Definitely want to hold on to Amazon and Disney. Google, I can go either way on, but I'm leaning more towards trying to keep it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. That's all I have to say for this portfolio update. If anything else happens, I lose a lot of money, I gain a lot of money, I get rid of positions, I add new positions, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep on making more updates. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.